chips. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counting up six. My money flipping, let's take a trip. Splash. Standing on business, tycoon rich. I'm rich. Look at my chips. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counting up six. My money flipping, let's take a trip. Splash. Standing on business, tycoon rich. All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We're going to get right into it today. Before I get to the charts, I always like to talk about what we are actually trading. Then I'll go over the trading strategy and talk about some concepts that we use to help us to be consistently successful and why this opportunity is a great one. Okay. So what we trade is the NASDAQ 100. Okay. So the NASDAQ 100 is an index. Okay. So it basically is it is a global growth and innovation. The current NASDAQ sector breakdown spans industries from technology to healthcare and consumer goods and services to industrials and more. These holdings continue to drive the index performance and provide a way to invest in innovation. So these are some of the companies that you guys may be familiar with, which is Apple, okay, Comcast, which is some of the names you all might be familiar with, Adobe, Microsoft, all right? So these are some of the well-known names in the NASDAQ index of these different type of companies that's comprised together, okay? And so when we trade every day, we trade on the performance of this index, all right? And so these are the rules that we kind of go through when we're actually trading. So if you look here, this is pretty much our futures trading rules, okay? So we have something called market conditions. And with market conditions, you have it's three, but it's two different main types. You have your ranging market, and then you have your trending market. Now, with the ranging market, you have, let me see, I'm just going to kind of draw an illustration so you guys can see it. Let me grab my pen. All right, so ranging market looks kind of like a roller coaster, right? So it looks similar to this, but price just kind of stays in between the channels, right? So this is your resistance and this is your support. And I'll talk about support and resistance in a minute. But when you're in a range, you want to look for sales at the top of the range and you want to look for buys at the bottom of the range. Think of it like a roller coaster. When you're at the bottom, you want the roller coaster to go up. When you're at the top of the roller coaster, you want it to come down. So when you're in sales, you want price to go down. And when you're in buys, you want price to go up. Okay. So with our concept, we use something called an STC. And that kind of helps us to determine if we're overbought or oversold. And I'll talk about that in detail in a minute. So step one says, use the STC indicator via TradingView on the 15-minute chart to determine directional bias for the trade. All right, so I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart, and I'm going to show you guys what the STC is, okay? So here's our STC right here, this indicator down here at the bottom. All right, this is our STC. If you see here, we can see that price is currently overbought, okay, overbought. So when you look at this, right, that means that price has had a substantial amount of buys, and at some point it has to correct itself because the market never just moves straight down and it never just moves straight up. Okay, so remember I said you want to look for sales at the top, right? So when you're overbought, think of it like a roller coaster, you want price to come down. So we're looking for sales, okay? Our directional bias for today is sales, okay? Now, when price is oversold, meaning price is at the bottom here, okay, we look for buys. We look for buys because at some point price has to correct itself, meaning the market sold off a substantial amount and at some point it has to correct itself. All right. And so we look at the 15-minute chart, and this is the 15-minute chart right here. Okay. So I'm on tradingview.com. For those of you all that aren't familiar, I'm on tradingview.com looking at the analysis here. Okay. So I took my key levels off because I don't want to kind of clutter the chart for you guys. But if we look at the current market conditions, and we'll talk about the sell from yesterday, but we can see that we're in a nice little down slope here, right? And we got some little bit of consolidation here. We're getting a pullback here. And let's see if we get a downward movement here. Okay. So in this case here, our market conditions for today is a trend. We're in a downtrend. Okay. Because price is moving down. So we're in a downtrend. All right. So let's look at the trend rules. Okay. Let's look at the trend rules. And let's see what that says. Let's go back here. All right. So when you're in a trending market, okay, use the 15-minute chart via trading view to identify an uptrend or downtrend. We just identified that we're in a downtrend, right? Price is moving down. Okay. So now that we've identified that, okay, when the market is in a downtrend, we look for sales only. Okay. Now, there might be some objection there if we get some support, and I'll talk about support and resistance in a minute. But for right now, we're looking for sales. Okay. So once you've determined that directional bias, we wait for the alert or for a good entry on a 5-minute chart to enter the trade. Okay. So the only difference between 5-minute and 15-minute charts is just the amount of time it takes for the candle to close. So if I'm on a 15-minute chart, that means it takes 15 minutes for that candle to close. If I'm on a 5-minute chart, that means it takes 5 minutes. Okay. So now, what we're looking at right now, if we're looking at the current market conditions, let's just take a look at it here. All right. We're looking at pretty much a sideways market. And I'm not adding my levels yet because I have a lot of lines on here. So I just want to try to keep it as clean as possible for you guys. Okay. So let me just go ahead. I'm going to draw it on the chart for you. Okay. So we're kind of in this area right here, guys. We're in this area right here. Okay. We're getting some resistance here. So we might get a nice push to the downside. And the trend might continue. If we get a break here, then we might be able to do another trailing manual trail, guys, for those of you all who are familiar with manual trails. I'll try to get through that before the market opens. Okay, so now we've identified here that we're in a downtrend. All right, so we know what our directional bias is. We're looking for sales. We're looking for price to continue to push down. All right. However, we also are objective of that. So when you look at, this is what we call a key level. Okay, I'm gonna draw a key level here, and I'm gonna draw a key level here. So key levels means that there's significant buys and sells at certain areas of the market. If you notice, there's a sell here, and a sell here. Okay, so what your resistance is? Your resistance is like your ceiling. Okay, let me make sure that you guys are with me on that. Hold on one second. Okay, your resistance is your ceiling. All right. So with your resistance, think of it like, let's say I always use my ball analogy. If you throw the ball to the ceiling, the natural next reaction is for price or the ball to push down. Okay. So if we look at if we look at price action here, when price came up to this level here, right? I'll use this as an example. Price came up a little bit here, and then we're coming down. So price is coming back up to this area here. So there's a high chance that price can what? Push down. All right. All of these candles that you see here to the left, this is what has already happened in the market. So a lot of times you want to look left so you can see what already happened in these specific areas to give you a good indication of what could possibly happen in the future. All right. So if we get to this same area, so there's our resistance, right? Meaning price is resisting to go past this area. It's just getting stuck here, right? There's a barrier here. Okay. Sell barrier here. All right. So that's resistance. All right. The next thing is support. Okay. And resistance is also known as a supply zone. Okay. Support is your demand zone. All right. So just think of like if you have a product that's on sale and a lot of people want it, there's a high demand for it. What typically happens? People buy it up, right? So support is your floor. Support is your floor. Okay, so let's look at it like this. Same ball analogy. If I throw the ball down to the floor, the natural reaction is for price to go up. It's for the ball to bounce up, right? So if we look at this illustration here, we can see when the candles came down here, what do we see? Price is what? Going up. Okay, it went up when it got to this point. So we have to mark this as a key level because there were significant sales here and there were significant buys here. If you have more than one buy in the same area or one sale, more than one sale in the same area, you have to mark that as a key level. Your key level should be marked before you trade every single day. Trading without your key levels is like trading without your cautionary zones, okay? You have to know where the market might slow down, where the market might reverse, and where the market might break out, okay? So that's support and resistance and in a brief description of key levels. So let's look at the trade that happened yesterday. Okay. And we don't have any news today, guys. So for those of you all that are new, we go to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com that shows you the news that could potentially affect the market for today. We only look at red folders. Today is only orange folders. So we should get some good volume today from our market open. Okay, so that's forexfactory.com for those of you all that aren't familiar. Okay, so now we are back here at the chart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a replay of the trade yesterday. And I'm going to talk about how to do a trailing stop. Now, if you're new, you can just kind of listen in. For those of you all that are pretty much, familiar with the concept, just kind of pay attention to the details that I'm going over. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask me, okay? And great morning to everybody that's joined. Great morning, okay? Appreciate y'all for locking in. So let's go through. Let's go back to our chart here, okay? And let's look at it. So we have, let's see, this was our sale here yesterday around this time right here. So I'm going to go to the 5-minute chart. And let's go take a look at where we entered. Was it here? Yes, it was here. Okay. So what I like to do is a replay of what happened. So what I did was I identified my zones. Let me see here. These are all my key levels, guys. So don't get too flustered by those lines there, okay? So these are my key levels, okay? And the first thing that I did, so right now we can see that we were in a range, okay? We were in a range. We caught a sell at the top of the sale, right? There was a sell notification here. But the market didn't open till about around this area here, around this candle right here, okay? So what I was looking for was this. I didn't hop into the sell because we've already seen in the past that there were significant buys. We just talked about this at the bottom of the range, significant buys. So there was a chance if I got into a sell, remember the sell, we want price to go down, right? So if I get here and price goes against me, that means I'm losing money. So when you're trading, you're profitable when you take a trade and the market moves in the direction you want it to, right? But you're not profitable if it goes in the opposite direction. All right. So with this sale here, okay, I didn't get in until price broke this level right here, this key level right here. Okay. Why did I wait for the break? Because there were buys in the past, so there was a chance that it could have did the same thing and bounced up. So on the 5-minute chart, we can see that price clearly broke out on this candle here. All right. To get a sharper entry, I went to the 1 minute, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about something called BPC. BPC. So BPC, this is where we are right now. Hold on, guys. Let me get back to yesterday. So BPC stands for breakout, pullback, continuation. Breakout, pullback, continuation. All right, here we go. So this is the 1 minute chart right here. All right. So this is what happened. Here's my zones right here. Let me get in closer. Here's my zones right here. All right. I'm going to do a replay as if we were in the market yesterday. Okay, so we had a good win yesterday. All right, so here we are. Okay, so price is trying to come out of this area here. So I'll let you guys know when we see the breakout. Okay, so we go here. I'm gonna press play. Okay, so here's our breakout. Here's our breakout right here. This little area right here, these candles, this is my breakout because price broke out of this range. It just wasn't sticking in between this area anymore. It finally broke out. Okay, now once we got the breakout, what I'm looking for next is a pullback. So meaning we get a retracement or we come back to this area here, somewhere in this area. Okay, so let's play that out and see what we got here for that. Okay, so I'm looking for my pullback. We're still in our breakout right here. Still in our breakout. Here's my pullback right here. There's my pullback. Once I saw this pullback here, okay, I'm looking for an engulfing candle or a bearish candle. This candle right here was a bearish candle. Now let's see how this next candle plays out. Let's see how this next candle plays out. Okay, so 3 bearish candles in a row. So at this point, I'm entering the trade. Okay, so I probably entered somewhere like right here. And then this was take profit area 1 right here. Okay, so if you came from here to here, which is probably about 10 to 15 minutes in the trade, and you're on the smallest account, and I'm going to talk about funding in a minute, but you're on the smallest account, you would have made probably around $250 to $300 on this trade right here in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, just off this move right here. Now, I stayed in the trade. I stayed in the trade for several reasons. I'm going to come back to this. Let me put my vertical line right here so we can find where we were. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart so you guys can see. Why did I stay in the trade? So if I look to the left here, I can see that we had a nice breakout, pullback, continuation here. So during this time right here, we're going to get some sideways movement because the market is closed, right? So that tells me that the market is trying to start a downtrend based on what happened in the past. So whenever there's a trending market, there's a high chance that you can do a manual trade on your entries, okay? So I'll go to that, but that's why I decided to look into a manual trade. Okay, let me just check the comment section to make sure you guys don't have any questions. Sometimes I can go. Don Julio, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, let me see. Let me go back to YouTube. Make sure you guys are good. All right, cool. No questions. All right, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm going through this. Okay, that's how we learn. All right, so now we look to the left. Okay, there was a downtrend, slowed down, and now we got our breakout right here. Here's our breakout. Okay, so let's go back to the 1 minute. All right. Actually, let's go to the 5 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute because at this point, we're already in the trade. All right. So if we go to the 5 minute, we're in the trade. We're probably like right here. Okay. So let me bring my lines back on here. Okay, there we go. All right. So here we are. I'll use this as my little entry line right here, this little blue line, okay? This is where I entered, meaning I believe that price is going to continue to push down further from where I entered, okay? So this is my entry line, all right? And for those of you all who want to participate, feel free to do so. You can get a free account on tradingview.com. And if you come down to the bottom here of the screen, you're going to see something that says trading panel. And you're going to click on the first one that says paper trading. That means you're on a demo account and you can practice getting in and out of trades if you want to with no risk. Okay. So entered here. All right. And here's our take profit. Okay. So this is TP1 and this was TP2. All right. And my stop was somewhere. Let me see. My stop was like up here somewhere. I think it was like right here. Yeah, about right here. Okay, so that was my stop. I'll make this red so you guys can know that that was a stop. Okay, so this was TP1. I'll make this one green. And then this was TP2. I'll make this one green. All right, so let me play it out, okay? So what I'm looking at here, how do I know if I'm going to if it's going to continue to push through? How do I know to continue to trail? if we go to the next candles here, right? So TP1 hit. Okay, that was TP1. Oh, let me go to the 1 minute because that was fast. Let's go back. All right, let's go back. So I'm gonna go here. All right, so here we go. So you guys can see in full detail. All right, so TP1 hit. That's TP1, okay? Meaning the candles crossed this price level here where I thought price would cross over. So I gained profit here, okay? Here's my next level, okay? So at this point right here, guys, because the candle crossed over this key level right here, I felt confident that price was going to continue to push down. So once TP1 hit, I brung my stop loss to break even. So now I don't have any risk on my trade at this point. Okay? So let's play it out. Okay? Let's play it out. All right. So now TP2 hit, right? We see the candle crossed over my TP2 line right here. All right? So now I'm bringing my stop loss down to my TP1 level to lock in profit. So worst case scenario. So when I was at break even here, I was basically maybe at $0 risk, right? So I wasn't going to win anything, but I wasn't going to lose anything, right? Now, now that I've locked in profit at this line here, TP1, because TP2 hit, now, worst case scenario, I win $300 if I was on a $50,000 account. Okay? Now, price continued to push down. TP2 hit. So what I'm looking at now is this, okay? Once TP2 hit, I need to see if it breaks this next key level, which is this level right here. And as you can see, it did, right? So because it broke that key level, I'm going to lock in even more profit here, right above this candle right here, this wick right here, where it found some resistance, okay? And now I have a potential. Now I'm locked in with $500 worth of profit. Okay, if I'm on a $50,000 account. All right. And so now price broke this level. So that told me that there's potential that price could come all the way down to this next key level right here. And this is why key levels are so important, because it gives you your next targets. All right. So then when we play it out here, all right, price continues to drop. Okay, so here's our little pullback. So I'm dropping my stop loss right above that pullback right there. Okay, so I'm locking in more profit. So now instead of being at $500 in profit, I'm at another $600 and maybe $25 worth of profit, right? Price continues. Okay, and then that's where I got out, right here. Right here. And so at that point, when this candle pulled back right here, I'm locking in even more profit. Every pullback, I'm putting my stop loss right above the pullback. Any questions about that? Any questions about that before I move forward? And this takes practice, okay? So this is more of an advanced approach to manage your account. But any questions about that? Okay? No questions? All right, awesome, awesome. So in that move, the account that I have, the $150,000 account, that was $2,400 in 20 minutes, guys, trading the NASDAQ. These are companies that you guys participate in all the time. Microsoft, Apple, okay, Adobe. These are all companies that we pretty much use on a day-to-day basis. So instead of being a consumer, you can also be basically a trader and take advantage of the profits that you're given. All right. So this was a great trade yesterday. So we're going to see if we're going to be able to get in. The market opens at 9:30. That's when the New York Stock Exchange opens. And we're going to see live how the market moves. And like I said, if you guys want to participate, go to tradingview.com, get a free account. Okay. And you guys can demo trade. Yep. And you can use come to the bottom here at the bottom, look for trading panel and just click on paper trading. All right. If I want to get into a buy, I'm going to come out of replay mode. Hold on one second, guys. I'll just show you guys how to get into a buy and a sell. Okay, let me refresh the chart. All right, so if you want to get into a buy, you just click buy right here in the top left corner. Okay, just click buy. And then what I'll do is I typically I'll say where I'm placing my stop loss and where I'm placing my take profit. So let me explain what stop loss and take profit is first before I go over that. With your stop loss, that's saying that if the market goes against me, let's just say I was in a trade and I placed my stop loss right here, and I was in a sale, okay? But the price started to go up, okay? So what I'm saying is I don't want to risk more than, let's say, $500 on the trade, okay? The further, let's say this is your entry here, the further away from your entry price, meaning this is where you clicked sell, okay? Because when you're in a sale, you want price to go down, right? So the further away you are from your entry line, the more you're in what we call a drawdown or a negative deficit, okay? The further away on the downside, if you're going in the right direction, the more profitable you're in, okay? So in this case, I place a stop loss just in case price goes against me, and I don't want to lose a significant amount, because at this point, let's say price goes all the way up here. So instead of only losing $500, I might have lost $1,000. Okay. So it's a protective mechanism so you can maintain your account. All right. So right now we're on a winning streak. All right. We're at 5 days in a row we've won. Okay. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going. But we do know that the losing days are very valid, because the market can do whatever it wants, whenever it wants. But we're here to read the market, see what it's telling us, what it wants to do, and then we hop in. Okay. So let's go back and let's look at where we are. So if we look at the market right now, we're back on the 15-minute chart. Again, guys, we are looking for a possible sale today, a possible sale. Okay. So we'll see how price reacts at these areas. I'm going to go ahead and mark my zones. Okay. Mark my areas where I believe we'll get support and resistance. Okay. So if I put my zone here, this is where we see significant sales, right? Price came down. Price is coming down. Okay. Now I'm going to mark my zones where I see significant buys, which is down here. Okay. Price went up. Price went up. All right. So what I'm looking for in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm looking for price to react at either this level here or this level. Okay. I'm looking for BPC. BPC. I'm looking for price to either break out of this area here, pull back to this area for support, and then we push up to the upside. Or I'm looking for price to do the same thing on the downside, break out to the downside, pull back, and then we take it to the next key level. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at for this trade, guys. So we still have 15 minutes. So let's talk about funding, how you can get funding and leverage, right, the opportunity of prop firms. Okay. So this is a prop firm called Top Step. So what Top Step says is that if you can prove that you're a proficient trader, you'll get access to a substantial amount of funding, and you can keep a percentage of your profits. All right. And so what we're doing now, that myself and the students in the academy, we're actually in a $50,000 to $750,000 funding challenge. Okay. So what that means is the prop firm, let's just say this $50,000 account right here. All right. With this $50,000 account, they're saying if you pay $50 for your subscription, okay, and once you pay that $50, you're now getting access to what we call a trading combine. So that's like trading on a demo account. They want to see how well you can manage an account. If you can grow this account, this $50,000 account, to a $53,000 account, okay, so $3,000 in profit, you now have access to an express funded account of 50 grand. Okay. So the 50 grand is not yours. Okay. All right. But the profits that you make off of the 50,000 is what makes the difference. Okay. So for instance, if somebody has a $5,000 account of their own money, right? Let's just say they have 5,000 of their own money in the market, and they made 10% that month. Well, they've only made $500, right? But if you have a $50,000 account and you made that same 10%, now you're at $5,000 minimum. 10% is very conservative. Okay. So, and then here's the other thing, guys. You're not risking your own money, OPM, other people's money. Okay. You're risking $50 to turn that into 5K, guys. $50 to turn that into 5K. That's a great risk to reward to me, if you ask me. Okay. And like I said, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. All right. So you can't lose more than $2,000 on the account. And the reason being is because they want to make sure that you know how to manage money. If they're going to give you access to this amount of money, they got to make sure you know what to do with it. Okay, you're not just reckless and just taking reckless trades. All right, you can take a maximum of 5 contracts. So I'll explain what contracts are. So let's just say, for instance, I entered a sale, and I wanted to risk, let's say $500. That might be around 2 to 3 contracts. So you'll see it when I get into a live trade. It's better if you guys can see it visually. All right, so we still got 15 minutes until the market opens. So now let's look at this from the $100,000 perspective. Same thing, $99 for the subscription. You have to turn that $100,000 into $106,000. You have 10 contracts you can work with now, and you can't lose no more than $3,000. All right, so the one that I'm currently working on right now, I already passed the 50,000. Now I'm working on the 150,000. Okay, so with the 150,000, all right, you're at $149 a month. Okay, and here's the thing: once you pass, you no longer have this subscription anymore. So this is just to show that you can pass the combine. Once you pass, you're good. Okay, so when you have $150,000, right? You want to grow that account to $159,000. All right. And you have 15 contracts, and you can't lose more than $4,500. All right. So let's do some math on this real quick. I'm going to pull up a calculator, and I want to show you guys like how powerful this is. Okay. Of what we're talking about here. So let me navigate over here. Okay. So here's my calculator. So from and granted, guys, there's multiple steps that I'm going to talk about that you guys will have access to, because once you get the profit from here, I'm going to show you how to put that into a crypto engine that's going to provide passive income and keep your money working for you. So you'll be have your active income from trading, and then you have your passive income from the money trading for you. Okay, but we'll talk about this for right now. So $50,000, all right? You're at $50,000, and let's say you make 70. Let's say you make 15%. I think 15% is reasonable for the month. Okay. Now let's just keep this into perspective. The top hedge funds in the world aren't making more than 25, 26% in a year. Okay. We have students, especially on the binary option side, that have made 20% in a week. All right. So this is the opportunity that you guys have. Instead of having them to do the work for you, you can cut the middleman out and get so much more of a gain. Okay. So 15%. All right. So we have $7,500 that you made for that month. You put up $50 to make $7,500. Great return. Great return. Okay. Now you might have to do a couple of resets and stuff like that if you're still learning the process, right? Or if the market might be wonky or whatever the case is, but you're not spending more than $300 to get $7,500. Okay. So that's from a low end. So now let's scale this up. So if we go to 150,000 and we do that same 15%. Okay. Now you're looking at 22,500. You put up $150 to get 22,500. Okay. Now, Top Step says they'll allow you to get up to $750,000 worth of funding. Okay? $750,000 worth of funding. So, when you're looking at that, okay, let's go back. Let's do 750,000. All right? Times that same 15%. Now you're looking at over $112,000. Okay? You multiply that times 12, you're making over $1 million a year, guys. So this is why we're in the challenge of going from $50,000 in funding to $750,000 in funding. Because at this point, this isn't just life-changing money for yourself, but now you can start changing generational curses and start building generational wealth for you and your loved ones. Okay? This is what this is about. Trading is a tool, guys. It's a tool. So you can get what you want without having to, number one, report to anyone. You can do it from anywhere in the world. Okay. The market is always open. All right. And it doesn't take a lot of time. The longest we might spend on when the market opens is probably 30 minutes in the trade. 30 minutes. Most at the max, probably like an hour, hour and a half. Okay. So if you're telling me, let me just paint this picture real quick. Yesterday, okay, I made a profit of $2,400, and that was just off of $150,000 account. If we multiply that times 5, that would have been $12,000 in 20 minutes. Okay? So this is why we have to scale, because at $12,000, you just made somebody's income for 2 to 3 months, depending on what type of job they have. All right? And imagine doing that 4 to 5 days out of the week. Okay? So that's why this opportunity is so unique and it's so important, because you're not getting any other opportunity like that. You're not getting any other opportunity like that. All right? So that's what we're doing, guys. So let's see what the market presents us today. And let's see if we're going to, if our sell pans out or if our buy pans out. Real quick, let me know if you guys have any questions. And if you don't, that's fine. All right? And so we're going to talk about risk management while we have about 9 minutes until the market opens. Okay? So I'm going to ask you guys, what's most important? Okay? When you're getting into a trade, what's most important? Take profit, setting your take profit first, or setting your stop loss first? What do you guys think? What's most important? Setting your take profit first or your stop loss? What's most important? What do you guys say? And why they doing that? I'm gonna go over an illustration real quick so you guys can see it. All right. So we have, let's see. Let's go through this. I'm going to do a short position so you guys can see. Let's say we entered here. Okay. Our stop loss was about up here, and then our take profit was down here. We always want our risk to reward to be at least 1-to-1, meaning we want to risk around the same amount as we have set to gain. If we can get more than a 1-to-1, that's even better. That's even better. Okay. So yesterday was like a 1-to-3, right? With the 2,400 gain. Okay. So if we're looking at this setup right here, okay, we're at a 1.68 risk to reward. So we're set to gain a little bit more than we have to risk. Okay, about 0.68%. Okay, so if we're looking at this, we have to understand a couple of things. If you're getting into a sell, your entry and your stop loss is the most important thing when you get into a trade. I'll say that again. Your entry and your stop loss is the most important thing when you get into a trade. So let's talk about why the stop loss is important. We already know that we got to stop price from pretty much bleeding out, right? But you want your stop loss set, because if price decides to do any crazy thing and just shoots back up, let's say we were in a sale, right? You want to have your defense mechanism already in place so you don't lose a substantial amount of money. So you know that worst case scenario, if this trade goes against me, I'm not losing a whole lot of money. Okay? So that's what that is. Now, your entry is important because that's how you get a good setup for your risk to reward. Okay? That's how you get a good setup for your risk to reward. So you have this here, right? The person that enters here versus the person that enters here. Okay? So we'll say this right here. We'll have trader A here and trader B. Who makes more money? Let's say that this was my take profit. Who makes more money, trader A or trader B, based on where they got in? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Let me know in the chat. Who makes more money? The person that entered where trader A is, or the person that entered where trader B is? What do you guys think? Let me know what y'all think. Trader A or trader B? Who makes more profit on that move based on their entry? Let me know if you guys can kind of guess who that is. Okay? Trader A or Trader B? Let me know. And let me go back here while you guys are trying to figure that out there. 1 second. Okay? Trader A or Trader B? Who makes more profit in that move, guys? Who makes more profit? Who makes more profit? Let me know. Let me go back here. Look at this. Okay? All right, so in this case, I guess everybody's asleep today. It's all good. In this case, Trader A makes more money because we have more of a greater distance between here and here. Okay, Trader B only has this distance here. All right, that's Trader B. Okay, so what we're looking at here is maybe $500 in gain here for Trader A, and Trader B might only have $250. Okay, so now because you got in late, you're risking 500, but you only set the gain at 250. So now your risk to reward is off. It's off. Okay, so that's why entry is so important, guys. All right, so we are now 5 minutes before the market opens. We are 5 minutes before the market opens, and let's see if we get a good entry here. Let's see if we get this sale that we're looking for, or if price wants to reverse. If I go to the higher time frame, I'm gonna go to the 1 minute. I'm gonna take my levels off real quick, and let's reset the chart. So if we look here to the left, always look to the left, okay? We see that there was a nice support level here, okay, on the 1 minute. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my line across. So if I look over here to the left in this same area, let me just draw it. Actually, I'll grab a line. Okay. If I look to the left right here, what do we see? We see some support here, right? There's some support here. So we have to be cautious of some buys. I also see that there was a trend here, right? We had uptrend support, right? It kept going up. And what we're seeing now is a downtrend on this side, right? Reversal. So we might be able to retest this level right here, which is around 21,000. Okay. So I'm going to set a level right there if I don't already have one. Okay, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to set the level here. And these are the levels where we could kind of retest here. I'm going to put a zone right here so I know that this is my final level right here. Okay? Right here, around that 21,000 level. Okay? All right, guys, let's see what the market gives us today. Let's see what we got cooking today. Okay, so we have 3 minutes until the market opens. And let's see what we got cooking. All right? Great morning to everybody that's locked in with me today. Appreciate y'all for locking in. For those of you all that are coming a little bit late, we are looking for we're looking for a potential sale here. Okay? We're looking for a potential sale. So we'll see where we get. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to log back in. I was logged out for too long, so let me just log back in. 1 second. Let me go here for a second. Okay. So you guys can see the rules. And we got about 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes until market opens. So we always wait until that 9:30 candle close before we get into anything. We always wait until that 9:30 candle close before we get into any trade, right? We want the market to tell us what it wants to do. Okay? We want the market to tell us what it wants to do. All right, so I'm back in now. Let me add that up here. Okay. All right, guys. 50 seconds. 50 seconds until market opens. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. Let's see if I can turn on some music while we waiting. Oh, no. We good. We good. Okay, 35 seconds. We're looking at this candle right here. We're going to see how it closes. Again, we're trying to see how price reacts at this level or this level, guys. One of those levels. But we're not going to do anything in between this zone right here, because when price is in between the zone, we pretty much we don't know which way it wants to move. So right now on the 5-minute, we're oversold. On the 15-minute, we're overbought. 30-minute, we're overbought. 1 minute, 1 hour, we're overbought as well. So this sale could be very powerful if we do get a sale opportunity. All right. Market is open, guys. Market is currently open. All right. So let's see what we get here. Nice push to the downside. Okay. Nice push to the downside. Again, I want to see price break out of this area here. Let me tighten up I'm gonna tighten up my zones a little bit. I'm gonna bring this here, and then we got some support here. Okay, so let's see how price reacts at this level right here. It looks like it's trying to push to the downside. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. And if you have questions, like I said, feel free to ask me. But we're being patient. We're gonna wait, and we're gonna wait to see if we can get a good opportunity here. Okay, wait to see if we can get a good opportunity here. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's see. Not that much movement so far. Okay. Not that much movement, but we'll see. The sellers look like they're trying to pick up some momentum. All right. Sellers are trying to pick up some momentum. And let's see what we got cooking here. Remember, if you're commenting in the chat, I see you, Mary. Okay, let me see. I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not seeing y'all comments. It's okay. It's all right. All good. If y'all have a comment, just put it in the group chat for me. Put it in the group chat. Nice candle. Nice candle. Beautiful. Okay. But again, I want to see how price responds here. Okay. Because we've seen plenty of times before where price came here and then it shoots right back up. Okay. So we got to be mindful of that. So I want to see how price responds at this 21,294 level before I get in. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if you're risking if 500 is your max risk, split it up, right? 250 on the trade so you can have proper risk management. Okay? So we got about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on this trade right here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on this trade, guys. And we can go from there and see what we got cooking. Let's see. See what we got cooking, y'all. I think we're going to get a nice little sale, though. But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see, guys. Okay. Still have a nice little wick at the bottom of that candle, but we'll see how it closes. This is why you can't just jump into the trades, right? Sometimes you have market manipulation where the banks and institutions want you to jump in so they can snatch your little money and then take it up to the opposite direction. So you want a clear distinction of where they want to push the market. At the end of the day, whoever has the most money moves the market. All right. So let's see what we got cooking, guys. Let's see what we got cooking. Still got 1:25 on this one, on this candle right here. And for those of you all that aren't familiar, I'm looking at this candle right here to the right. I'm looking at this timing right here to the right here. That's how I know how much time is left on the candle. Right here to the right. All right. Wow. Look at that wick right there. So everybody that's live, if you're in the academy, if you have questions or you have a comment, put it in the private chat for me, guys, because I'm not seeing you guys' comments for whatever reason today. But go ahead and put it in the chat for me if you have questions, comments, or concerns, okay? All right. We got 45 seconds, guys. 45 seconds on this candle. Let's see what it do. Let's see if it closes strong, or will it have a wick at the bottom, okay? If it has a wick, that means that's telling me that there's some buyers in play and they're trying to push price up. By the way, a wick is this skinny little line right here. That's a wick. This solid area right here of the candle, that's the body of the candle. You want the body of the candle to close and have more ground than the wick. Okay, that means that's a strong candle. All right, quick little tip right there. All right, so we're in our next candle. So that one closed pretty strong and engulfed this candle here. So we might make it to this level. Let's see if we make it to this level right here. Okay, so what do I mean by engulfing candles for those of you all that are new? Engulfing candle just means this. The previous candle is smaller than the current candle that just closed. All right, so I might have a small little bullish candle here. Bullish candle are the green candles, okay? Followed by a strong red candle, okay? Followed by a strong red candle. So let me go here, move this over. So I'll give you a quick little illustration of that. So followed by a strong red candle, bearish candle. So this is called a bearish engulfing candle. And then what you'll see is the candle will be down here like this, okay? So the body of this candle is larger than the body of this bullish candle. Typically when that happens, that tells you that there's a high chance that the sellers could be in control, which means price could follow, okay? Does that happen all the time? No, not all the time, but it is a good price action read. Okay, it looks like we're getting a buy here, guys. Interesting. Let me see. Potential buy here. So we're getting support here at this level. We got to see. Of course, we wait until the candle closes. So I'm trying to figure out if we do get this buy. Of course, I want to break out continuation. I'm not just getting in no buy in the middle of a ranging area right here. Okay, so that's a no-go for me. But we're at we got about 250 on this candle right here. 250 on this candle. And look at that. This is why you wait until your candle closes. That looked like a strong bullish candle. And now look at that wick at the top here. It's losing power. It's losing momentum. So it looks like the sellers are still trying to push price down. This is why waiting for the candle to close is so important. All right. Wait until it closes. So what I would like to see is how price reacts at this 21.94 level. So we'll see. We might get there maybe in the next candle or maybe two more candles, which is about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? So we'll see what we get. All right? But we're being patient and we're waiting for our entry. All right? We let the market come to us. We're not going to guess. We're not going to assume. We're going to make an educated decision on what we're looking at here, guys. What is the market giving to us? And great morning to everybody that joined on the IG side. Great morning. Okay. All right. Significant wick. 1:30 left. Let's see. Will this candle get to that level? Or will the next candle? Let's see. Let's see what we get here. Now, if we get a buy at the bottom of the channel, that's different. But anything in between the channel, I don't take any trades for that. Okay, I don't take any trades for that. But let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get here. Okay. So price is coming down here. And let's see if it finds support or if it breaks through, pull back. And if it breaks through and we get a pullback continuation, guys, we got a nice drop right here. There's some good gains right here. If we break out, great gains. And we might even retest. Let me see. We got a chance to retest all the way down here. Okay, we got a chance to retest all the way down here. But we'll see. Because here's the thing. If it breaks out, that tells us that the market is still trying to continue its downtrend. Okay. If it breaks out, that's what the market is telling us, that the market is trying to continue its downtrend. All right, we got 15 seconds left on this candle right here. So let's see what we get. The bull's trying to fight back, though. They don't want price to go down further. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't get stuck in this area for a while. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But also keep in mind, the 15 is overbought. The 30 is overbought. And the 1 hour is overbought. And we just got to sell off the 30-minute. So, yeah. If we break out of here, I see some strong movement potentially happening. All right. Now, once I start to see the price break out, I'm going to go to the 1 minute so I can catch my breakout pullback continuation faster than I would on the 5 minute. Okay? To get a good entry. To get a good entry. Okay? So, we have 4 minutes left on this candle. And we're going to go from there, guys. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Okay? Let's see what we get. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. That's nice. That's some good movement right there. I like it. I like it. We can make some good gains on this move, guys, if we get this sell breakout. Be patient. Let it come to you. I'm most likely going to do a manual trail on this next move. And I'll talk it out as I trail. Normally I get off around 10:15, 10 o'clock. But if I'm in a manual trail, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. So you guys can kind of see in live format on how I manually trail a trade. Okay, so we got 3 minutes left on this candle right here. And let's see what we get. If the body of that candle engulfs that green candle, I think we got a nice push to the downside. So this candle right here that we're looking at, if the body closes out stronger than this candle, I think we got a nice little push to here. Right here is going to be determine what type of trade we get in. Are we going to get into a buy or are we going to get into a sell? Okay. Are we going to get into a buy or are we going to get into a sell? Let's see what happens. Okay. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on this candle, guys. And this is where patience come in. Right? This is where patience come in. Your entry and your stop are your most important things you want to make sure that you have in place when you get into a trade. All right? Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Nice little push. Can we close like that, though? Still got a minute and 20. I think we come down to this level with this candle right here. Let's see. See if it got some momentum. That would be great if so. Very nice. A minute and 5, guys, for this candle to close. Can we get down here? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Nice push. Nice push. Mmm. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's see what we get. It's inching its way. Be ready for that next candle. This next candle might be fast, guys. So just be ready. Five seconds, guys. All right. It looks like we're going to approach this level here. Okay, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's see what happens. This next candle should tell us what's going on here. It's either going to break out or it's going to find support because we're close to the bottom now. So let's see what happens. If it breaks out, I'm going to navigate to the 1 minute chart, and then I'm going to see if we get a breakout pullback continuation here on the 1 minute. Okay. But we still got a lot of time left on this candle right here. Do we find support or do we break out? Let me know in the private chat, guys. Do y'all think we're going to find support right here? Or do y'all think we're going to break out? Let me know in the private chat if y'all think we're going to find support or are we going to break out? What y'all think going to happen? Let me know in the Telegram chat. Because I can't, for whatever reason, see y'all comments today. But it's all good. It's a ways around it. Let me know in the Telegram chat. Do you guys think it's going to break out or find support? Break out or find support? Let me know. Robert says support. Okay. All right. Let's see what it do. Support. Mary says support. Okay. All right. Let's see, guys. Still got a lot of time left. It's still 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. I'm going to tell y'all what I think is about to happen. Let me show you. So I think we get here. Price gives us a little fake out here. And then we break out. That's what I think is going to happen. But I could be wrong. But either way, we know how to trade either direction, right? So we'll see. This is why we wait, right? Okay. Here we go. We want the body of the candle. If it does break out, we want the body of the candle to close beneath this line right here, guys. If we do get a breakout. We want the body to close beneath this line right here. If we get a breakout. Okay. Let's see what we got cooking today. It's right there at that line, though. It's trying. It's pushing the limits. Let's see if the buyers have some strength. Let's see if Mary and Robert are right about their analysis here. Are we going? Okay, Sylvester says breakout. Mary says, oh, okay. Mary says breakout. And then Michael says support. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. We have, how much time we have left on this candle right here? 1 minute and 58 seconds. If this candle closes beneath this line, let me bring this line down even more because we not gonna get faked out today. We ain't with those fake out games. We don't like to get faked out. If it closes beneath this line, then I'll start looking for my entry on the 1 minute. If we don't close beneath this line, I think everybody that says support, I think you're gonna be right. So we got to see what happens. We got 1 minute and 23 seconds left. 1 minute and 23 seconds. Let's see. Okay, Marjorie said a breakout. Okay. We kind of 50-50 a little bit. I say breakout. Mary and Sylvester say breakout. Robert and Michael say support. So it really could go either way. So let's see. All right, guys. We have 55 seconds left on this candle right here. 55 seconds left on this candle. All right. Let's cook, y'all. Let's cook. Let's see what we have. They fighting right here, though. I tell you that, because we haven't seen a clear break yet. So I don't know. The buyers might try to creep in there. Let's see what the sellers do. The buyers are definitely fighting right here because price would have been broke through. Okay, 25 seconds. 25 seconds. Here we go. All right, all right. Looks like we're getting a little break here. It's not a clean break though. It's not a clean break. 10 seconds. Look at that little fake out right there. We ain't with the fake outs. We don't like the fake outs. All right, let's see what this next candle does, guys. Let's see. This next candle is our deciding candle if we're going to get into a buy or a sell right here. Let's be ready. Okay. Now, let me just go ahead and start plotting out my levels. If it is a sell, my stop loss will be at 21,345. If it is a buy, my stop loss will be, let's see. I'm going to have to go to a higher time frame. Hold on. Ooh. We don't have too much support here. It'll be at 21,257. Okay. So let me go back to my 5 minute. Ooh, looks like we breaking out. Let's see. I'm not getting faked out though. I need that body to close strong. We not playing no games. We not playing the games, guys. Okay. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and put my line. Yes, sir. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for a sell. Okay. I'm not in one yet. Let me go to my 1 minute. Okay. I'm not in the sell yet. Here's the breakout. Now I'm waiting for my pullback. Woo. Okay. You know what? Let me see here. This actually might be the pullback right here, guys. Right here. Yep, that's the pullback. All right, guys, I'm in the sell. I'm in the sell. Stop loss is at 21,237. So I'm going 21,237. 21,237. Right? Let me make sure. I'm sorry, 21,335. 21,335. And then, so now I can put about, actually, I can bring it down some. 21,314. Okay. And then let me do 7 contracts. 8 contracts. Dang, this thing dropping. Okay, I gotta do 6 contracts. I'll do 6. All right, so I'm in the trade now, guys. I'm in the trade. All right, and we are currently in profit here. We got a nice little break here. All right, and so take profit 1 is 21,167. 21,167. Take profit 2 is 21,066. 21,066. Okay. Yeah, so we got our pullback a little earlier here on that 1 minute right there. Okay. So let me go ahead and go to the 5 here. All right. And now let me go to, so take profit. I'm going to have to manually get out of my take profit because I didn't set it. I was trying to get into the trade. But I'll put the line on the chart for you guys. All right. So take profit 1 right here. 21,169. 21,169. Take profit 2. 21,055. Those are my levels right there. Okay. Those are my levels. I'm going to put that in the chat too. But you guys should be in the sale now. If you follow me. I'm in the sale. Okay. So 21. Let me put that. I'll put it on the screen and then I'll put it in the chat. So that way you guys can, because I know the numbers are kind of small here. Let me get my text. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so let me just write this out real quick. Stop loss is 21. Can you do something for me? It's like, nah. 21,286.75. All right. And then our stop loss, our take profit 1, TP1 is, let's see, TP1. Let's see here. TP1 is 21,257. Even 257.75. And then my TP2 is, let's see. My TP2 is 21,055. 21,055.50. And let me just copy that so I can just put that in the chat. Okay, so what I'm doing, guys, is this. Let me just show you. Copy. All right, you guys should have this now. You guys should have this. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. All right, so let me drop this in the chat, and then I'm going to talk about this setup right here. All right, let me talk about this setup right here. So if you are adjusting your numbers, all I do here is this. I might put no, I'm not going to put another entry on that. This is what I'm looking at here. So I go to, let's say you want to edit your stop loss and stuff like that. You click here. Okay. Click on your position. You can double click. Oh, sorry. I click reverse position. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. Let me go back. So I'm going to go here. There we go. Modify position. I was clicking the wrong one. And we go to, let's see here. You put your stop here. Let me see. So this is my stop. So I just adjust my stop right there. Okay. And then if I want to adjust my take profit, I click the take profit line at the bottom there. Okay. So that's how I would do that. Now, again, I'll go through that again. You just click here where the number is, number 6. Okay. And then you can type in. So my stop loss is 21,313. So you type in 21,313 if you want to put your stop there. Okay. What am I looking at? Oh, so why did I place my stop right here? Let's look at that real quick. Okay. So I like to have 2 levels of defense here, right? So price broke out of this key level right here, right? It broke out of this key level. So that's my first level that I believe we can get some type of resistance to stay in the trade. See my little crooked line right there. And then if we see here, there was another level right here, right, where it found support. So I put my next level right there. Okay, so we have one level of defense, and then we have another level of defense right here. I actually kind of probably should have put it up just a little bit more, but I think it's okay. I think this level of resistance right here should be able to hold us. Let's see, because the buyer's trying to creep. They're trying to creep in, but let's see if the sellers have enough momentum to push price down. Okay, let's see what we got cooking today, guys. Let's see what we got cooking. All right, so we have 1 minute and 54 seconds left on this candle. 1 minute and 54 seconds left on this candle. And I try to do it 2 levels up because sometimes there's stop hunts where the banks and institutions will try to push price up, stop people out, and then push price in the direction that they really want price to go. So that's another reason why I do that also. Okay. But I am definitely going to manually trail this trade. All right. And I'll show you guys in live form why and how I'm doing that. Okay, so I don't have a take profit like an actual target where it takes me out, but I put my lines on the chart so I can know where my targets are, so I can adjust my stop loss accordingly. Okay, so that's where we are with that. All right, so we have 1 minute left on this candle here. Let me go to the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, you guys are good. All right. And let's see what we have. It's 10 o'clock, so we still early. What's up, Marcus? Thank you for joining. We're in a current sale right now for NASDAQ, if you want to stick around, okay? And I'm talking to the people on IG too. So I'm streaming on both YouTube and IG, guys. So you guys can know if you want to hop on the IG side too. Okay, so we have 29 seconds left on this candle, guys. 29 seconds. I like the wick on this candle. So that tells me that we are getting some resistance here. But this next candle that follows it, I want the body of the candle to break through here and try to retest this next level. I'm liking the way it's trying to close, though. We got 9 seconds left. Tells me that the sellers are in play, guys. The sellers are in play. Let's see how this next candle looks. We have 5 minutes for the next candle. All right, so there's our pullback on the 5-minute chart. There's our pullback on the 5-minute chart. Okay, and then here's our continuation right here. Okay, let's see if we get our continuation right here. We need the body of this candle to engulf and close larger than the body of this green candle. Okay, the body of this candle here to close, engulf the body of this green candle. So let's see what we got cooking here. Let's see if we can, especially if we break this threshold right here, guys, because we saw that there was a wick here on that last candle, right? Two candles ago. So if we break this threshold here, there's a high chance that we can retest this area here. Okay, there's a high chance that we can retest this area here, but we got to break that for me to feel confident in that, because there's obviously some players, some buy players right here that we got to get past. Okay, all right, nice break, nice break. That's what I like to see. That's good stuff right there. Okay, all right. Now, if we hit TP1, I'm going to break even for my trail, my manual trail, guys. If we hit TP1, I'm going to break even for my manual trail. Okay. Here we go. We have 3 minutes and 36 seconds. So what are we looking at now, guys? A potential downtrend, right? So we got our breakout, pullback, continuation down to the downside, breakout, pullback, continuation. All right. So we'll see at what point the market wants to reverse, but I feel pretty confident that we can at least retest this area. And I honestly believe we can get down here. I just want to see how price responds here, though, at this level. Do we get a major level of support right there, or do we close out strong? So let's see what happens. Let's see. We still have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on this candle, guys. So we needed to close beneath this area right here. Here's my little line right here. I needed to close beneath this line right here. I'm going to make this one blue. Okay, any questions about that, guys? Any questions? Let me know in the chat, or let me know in our private Telegram channel. Any questions? No, we good? All right, cool. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Let's go back. All right, it looks like it's trying to close strong, though. We'll see. We still have 2 minutes left. That's a lot of time, guys. That's a lot of time. We still have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Let's see what it do. All right. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, we getting close to TP1. Let's see if we can hit it, guys. It's closing. It look like it's going to close beneath my line right here. Sellers showing a lot of momentum. A lot of momentum right here. So this is my profit right now, and I have a running profit of about $550 here so far. Okay. We got 1 minute and 8 seconds left. 1 minute and 8 seconds left. So let's look at the math here, right? So if we did, let me just show you guys a sell position real quick. Still got 50 seconds left on this candle, but I'm going to show y'all something real quick on the short position. Let me do short position. Okay, so this is where we entered, right? Let's say my stop was up here. Let's say my take profit is all the way down here. This is a 1 to 2 risk to reward, right? So if I had those same 8 contracts in on where I entered, let me just go to create limit order. I'm not going to actually create it, but I want to show you guys some numbers, right? At 8 contracts, that's a possible $2,700 gain right there, guys, if we get down to this level right here. Okay, so I'm just showing y'all some potential numbers here, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right, 3 seconds. We're closing. We have closed beneath that area. I feel very confident that we can cross this threshold here. Let's see how price responds, though. If you want to protect your position, you can. I'm going to just bring my stop loss down so I'm not losing as much now, right? So let me exit out of that. Hold on, guys. I don't want that to trigger. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is drag my stop down above this candle right here. So now my risk is less now. Okay, so I'm still risking some money, but it's not as much. Okay, not as much. So let's see if we can cross our TP1 on this next candle, guys. Let's see if we can cross our TP1 on this next candle. Oh, we almost there. Almost tapped it. Let's see. Looks like it went through, but let's see. I wanted to be a clear break on that. Let me know in the chat if you hit TP1. If you did you already have profit locked in? Not yet, Robert. Not yet. The reason why I haven't locked profit in is because I'm about to move to break even, though. I'm about to show you in a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do it now because we already tapped the line right there. So I'm moving to break even here. Okay. Moving my stop loss to break even. So now I'm at a no risk trade. Okay. Now, what I'm looking at here is this. Okay. Let me see here. All right. So I'm looking at, if I would, let's say for instance, if I would have locked in profit, so price broke out here, and let's say we're here, and then I lock in profit, like let's just say right here where this blue line is, I could have gotten stopped out because my spacing is too tight, right? So that's the risk that I'm willing to take on that trade. Now, I moved my stop loss to break even now because we basically already tapped TP1, right? I don't know if you guys are already out of that position, but we basically already tapped TP1. So now this is my next key level that I have to work with. We're either going to find support here, or we're going to break through and go to another level to the downside, right? But if we find support here and price completely reverses, I've protected my position, right? If we don't find support and we continue to go down, I've given the trade enough space to not stop me out, right? So let's say it pulls back and then it drops, to not stop me out before it continues to go to the downside. If it wants to do that, we'll see. It might not, but I'm willing to risk that trade, to risk that to see if price continues to go to the downside. Okay, so I am currently break even right now on this position. We have, how much time we have left on this candle? 1:50, guys. 1:50. Let me know if you guys hit TP1. It tapped it, but it didn't really go through. And if it didn't, you could take profit right here if you wanted to. If you want to stay in, then just know that you're taking a higher risk. But at least I would suggest to break even. Protect your position. All right, so at least you don't lose anything. Okay. All right, so we have excuse me, guys, we have 1:20 left, and let's see what we got cooking here. Let's see what we got cooking. Here we go. That's what we like to see. Come on, push through. Let's see if we can get this candle to push through so we can go ahead and lock in this TP1 real quick. I just went on and moved mine to break even because it already kind of tapped that line right there. So price has already kind of got to that point. So that's why I went to break even for that. All right. So let's see what we get. 43 seconds, guys. 43 seconds on this candle. I want more body in this candle, though. I don't like how this candle don't have too much body in it. Now, if it does finish green and it has a little bit of body in this green, then that's not bad, because that just tells me it's a small little pullback. If it finishes red, then of course that just means it's more momentum. So let's see what happens. I'm still in my trade though. Okay, I'm still in my trade. Again, I'm at break even. So, all right, guys, we have 5 seconds left on this candle. Now that's a little bit of more body there. So let's see if the sellers come in and continue to push price, or do we find support here? Do we find support? Let's see what we get. Ooh, we coming back up. Do we get stopped out, or do we go to the downside? Let me tighten my break even a little bit. Give me a little bit more space. But I'm still break even though. I'm still break even. Hopefully we don't get stopped out before it pushes down. But worst case, I'm not risking anything. And that's what's most important. Secure your profits. Secure your money. Okay? Here we go. We got 4 minutes left on this candle right here. Let's see what these bears going. Did they come to play? Are they going to continue to push down, or what's the deal? Let's see what happens. Now we need this candle to engulf this candle right here, guys. If we're going to continue to push down momentum, if it's even, right, and we don't engulf this candle, that's telling me that there's support here, and then I probably will exit the trade. Okay, I probably will exit the trade. So I'm really kind of paying close attention to how this candle closes for us. All right, close attention to that. Okay, so we have 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Let me just check the chat, make sure there's no questions. All right, we good to go on that side. Let's just check the other side. Let's see. Yep, we're good on that side too. Okay. Yep. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, guys. Let's see. Let me get back to my chart here. All right, we need this candle to close with some strength, y'all. Still a lot of time on there. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. We needed to close with some strength. Close with some strength. Once it closes here, I'm going to lock in some profit. If it closes down here, I'm going to lock in some profit. Okay. Right now, I'm just sitting at break even. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, guys. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. What will happen with this candle? Are we going to the downside, or are we going to push back up? Who's in control here? Who's in control? Okay. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on this candle right here. I like this rejection right here, and what I'm hoping doesn't happen is we get here and then we just start getting choppy before it decides which way it wants to go. I'm hoping we get some continuation and it just continues to flow here. So patience is key. When you want these bigger moves, you got to be even more patient. I like it. I like it. Minute and 45 left. Can we get through TP1, guys? Can we get through TP1 on this candle? Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Minute and 20. Come on. Let's see if we can close strong. It's fighting. We got some buyers right here, though, because we saw this wick right here. So let's see. A minute and 5, guys. Here we go. Can we close? Can we close? And price push down for us. It has to close with a solid body. If it closes with a... There we go. TP1 hit, guys. Beautiful. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm locking in profit. I'm bringing my stop loss down right above this swing. So now my stop loss is at 21,214. My stop loss is at 21,214. This candle is also breaking this level here. Okay, so that gives me confidence that we could potentially come down to this level. All right, let's go see what's going on the 1 minute. Okay, we're getting a break. Now, if we get a break, pull back, and continuation, we already know what that is. We're going to the downside. Right now, I'm up $1,100 in profit. I'm up $1,100 in profit right now, guys. Okay, so here we have here's our breakout. Let's see if we get a pullback on the next candle. And we know if we see that continuation in the golfing candle, we already know what time it is, guys. We're taking it to the next level. Okay, let's see how this next candle reacts in the next minute. Okay, so I'm looking at the minute so I can kind of get a quicker analysis of what's could potentially happen here. If this candle closes beneath this level right here, we in good shape. All right, so let's see what we get. I'm gonna zoom in on this candle right here. 25 seconds left on this one right here. Nice rejection here. Very nice. Let's see how it closes though. Let's see how it closes. 10 seconds, guys, on this candle. If it closes beneath with this wick right here, that's a good sign. There's our pullback. There's our pullback, guys, right there. Okay, there's our pullback. Let's see if we get continuation here. Okay, let's see if we get some continuation. We could pull back up to here. But if we break past this level now, that's a whole nother ball game right there. I'm probably just going to go ahead and take my profit, right? But if we stay within this area right here, we good. Okay? So let's see what happens. Does it find support at this level or we keep going down? Let's see. Let's see. This is how you're looking at it when you're doing the manual trail, guys. This is how you should be looking at it. Every level you want to see, is it a break? Is it a BPC? Breakout, pullback, continuation? Because when you get continuation, it continues to the next key level. If you find support, that means that that's probably the end of that move right there. Right? So let's see. Okay, that's a good sign. Nice little wick right there. 2 seconds left. All right, that's good. Let's see if we can get some continuation right here, guys. Let's see if we get continuation right here. If we break past this level right here, we in the money. If we break past this level right here, we are in the money. Okay. Here we go. 40 seconds left on this candle. Beautiful. All right. I think we got a winner here. I think we can get the TP2 now. Now, once this breaks here, I'm bringing my stop and I'm locking in profit here. Okay. Here we go. Wow. Nice move. Nice move. I'm going to let it close, though. I needed to close strong. Okay. Right now, my running profit is... Hold on. I can't even see it. Hold on. It's $1,400. Running profit. Okay. 4 seconds. That's a strong close. I'm going to move my stop loss now. I'm locking in more profit. Let me go back to the 5 minute. Actually, I can do it right here. I'm locking in more profit. I'm bringing my stop loss now to where we right above TP1, where TP1 was. So worst case scenario, if this trade comes against me, I've locked in about $500 of profit, guys. Okay, so my stop loss is now at 21,174. My stop loss is now at 21,174. Okay, once we get here, I'm out. Once we get to that 21,055, if we get there, I'm out. Okay, I'm out. All right, nice trade. Very nice trade, guys. This is why we got to be patient and wait and let the market tell us what to do, what it wants to do. Okay, about 1,700 and running profit right now. 1,700 and running profit. Let me know if you guys are still in this trade. Let me know if you guys are still in it. Put it in the Telegram. Let me know if you guys are still in. Let me know. Let me know. Let me go to the 1 minute, see what we got cooking here. Okay. All right. Looks good. Looks good. We know right? When we're in a trend, the previous pivot, right? Here's our pivot, is our next level of resistance. So I'm going to keep my stop loss above this level. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more above this level, because I don't want to get stopped out before it potentially hits this level here. But it looks like we might be hitting it in the next couple of minutes, guys. This is good right here. Beautiful. About 2,000 in profit now, guys. About 2,000 in profit. Now I'm locking in. I'm locking in even more because we're so close to our TP2. I'm bringing my stop loss down. I'm bringing my stop loss down. Okay, I'm locking in even more profit right here. And I'm about to go ahead and close this one out. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm out. That's close enough to TP2 for me. I'm out. Great trade. Great trade, guys. Great trade. Great trade. It tapped it too. Yep. TP2 hit. So TP1 and TP2 hit. I'm out. All right, so today's profit, we were in that trade for about 20 minutes. Today's profit, $2,000, guys. TP2 hit. Smashed. Let's get it. Let's get it. Great job, guys. Great job. Look at that. That thing's still moving. Great job. All right. So let me know if you guys were able to take advantage of that. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I stayed on longer because I wanted to show you guys a trailing position, a manual trail, what I'm looking at, how I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's pretty much the basis of it. Okay. So great job, everybody. We're going to keep this train moving. Again, in the academy, we do this every morning live sessions. All right. We walk through it. We're not just getting in the trades. I'm explaining what's going on, and I'm answering as many questions as I can. And we're live tomorrow on TikTok for binary options. So appreciate you guys for locking in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.